That is so crisp, so pure. Do you know why that was so crisp and so pure? Because I understand how the bounce works. The back of the club, let's discuss. So how does the bounce work? How do you use the back of your club? I am 30 yards from the hole here. That ball there is 30 yards from the hole. I'm going to show you a trick. You need 3 golf balls for this. Am I in that shot? Aye. 3 golf balls is plenty. What is the bounce in the golf club? What is the flange? What is the back edge of the golf club? Well, 54 degrees of loft, 8 degrees of bounce. 8 degrees of bounce, what does that mean? It means that angle there is 8 degrees. The more bounce, the more forgiveness. This is not very forgiving. So I'm 30 yards away. I want to get this ball up to the flag. A little bit of check on it, controlled. So many people use the leading edge and dig in and daub their chips. I see it a lot, an awful lot. If you use the back of the club and were able to utilise the bounce correctly, you get the ball up and away in a manner that's going to be controllable. Now, great Steve, tell me more. Well, I will tell you more, but what we need some more golf balls. I'm going to take 2 golf balls here. In order for me to feel how the bounce works, okay, I've left about a golf ball's gap in between, so 3 balls. Take the middle one out. Okay, this is my object ball, first yellow ball. Now I want to feel the back of that golf club interacting with the ground. I want to feel that sensation there. I do not want the leading edge to touch the ground. I want the back of the club to do the job for me. And getting the back of the club to do the job for me is great, but there's 2 elements to this. Firstly, we're going to hit 2 golf balls. So this is my object ball. This is just a training drill. So when you're around the practice green and you've got the shot to play you want to carry, don't try and help the ball in the air. Make sure you hit the object ball, but also take the second ball away with you. Remember, there's 1 ball gap in between. There. So if I do that, I'm going to control a low point for longer to ensure I get underneath both golf balls and get them in the air. There's people behind me, but they'll just have to wait. There. Let's try one. Okay, so I'm there, and somehow I'm able to keep the low point longer, more sustained compression without forward shaft lean to get both balls into the air. Now the object here, as I've explained, is not to get close to the hole. I'm not actually trying to, this is just a drill. So the flag's actually relevant just now. But I'm just trying to feel how I can bottom out that low point for longer to ensure the back of the club does the job. You see how both got airborne? The object ball is away. I just let some people play through, forgive me if I repeat myself. Set your 3 golf balls up. Take your middle ball away and focus on trying to keep that club low to the ground for as long as possible. That's going to shallow your angle of attack. A steep angle of attack is when the club comes down, leading edge integrates with the ground, interacts with the ground. I've completely lost the plot. Steep comes down, leading edge into the ground. We want to come shallow. We want to come shallow for as long as possible. So the bottom part of that arc is a long U shape. We're not talking V shape. So it's very much a U shape. The club comes down here, and it's low to the ground there, low for longer and through. So we're making that low point a lot longer. The bottom of the arc is longer, but I can only do this if my body turns through. So part 1 is hitting both golf balls with the body turning, so I'm there and turn through. There, turn through, turn through. If I stand still, I will get steep. So I have to ensure that my body turns as I play this shot. That was class, it hit the pin. Don't know if you heard that or not. Second part to this is weird. Now, why not though, eh? Golf's weird, let's be honest. If you want the ball to go to the right, you swing to the left. If you want the ball to go to the left, you swing to the right. If you want the ball to get airborne, you have to hit down on it. What a weird game. Anyway, moving on. We hit 2 golf balls to control the low point and the bounce of the golf club. We turn the body as we do that, and we get a large U shape, a large bottom to the arc, if you like, as opposed to a dunt down there. Next thing, sun's come out, this is wonderful. The next part, the second part, is the club shaft. Vertical club shaft, for as long as possible. Now that's completely weird. Why would you do that? A vertical club shaft for as long as possible. Because that way I'm keeping the bounce on the ground. I'm keeping the back of the club on the ground. I'm not just touching it in a way. I'm trying to keep the back of that golf club on the ground and continue along before it lifts off. That's the feel. I come down here, I have that action pushing that club there and then back up. It'll only work if the body turns, okay? And it's only a feeling. So it's actually only happening for probably 3 inches through impact. TrackMan measures impact 1 inch through impact. The golf ball is 1.68 inches in diameter. TrackMan's measuring 1 inch. I'm talking about 3 inches, but it'll feel as though it's forever. And we all know the feeling reel thing. It feels like this, but actually that's not what's happening. So I'm set up, shaft vertical at address, club sitting nice and neutral. No loft taken off, no loft added on, no face open, nice and neutral. I'm sitting on my 8 degrees of bounce. I take the club back, I stay nice and centred to that golf ball, and then when I come back down, I turn, club gets low to the ground early, I get the shaft back to vertical, and I feel as though I hold it vertical for as long as possible. Now, I cannot hold it there because this angle that I created there is extraordinary. But it's that angle I want to feel. I want to feel as though I've got that angle in there. There. Can you hear the interaction with the ground? It's the back of the club bruising the turf. And I know what you're thinking. I finished here. But Steve, you said there. It feels like it's there, but it's definitely not there. Okay, that's going to add lots of loft onto it. That's a very different release. We're using natural loft on the golf club here. 54 degrees of loft, hit correctly or presented correctly at impact, will be that loft. That's the angle of launch, if you like. So that'll do me. I'm happy with that. There. Holding that angle, shaft vertical for longer, and we're away. Oh, again. I feel as though, feeling real. That feels to me, you can see that it's definitely not past the hands. So when I get to this position here, my club head is lower than my hands. It feels as though it's lower than my hands. Feels lower than the hands. I'm not even sure if it is, but it's the feel that I'm after. These are tight lies. There, and some great results. Don't go in. It's close. So first thing is to get onto the practice range. 2 balls down. Feel the action. Feel the body turning through. Feel the angle being held and finishing with the club head. What feels lower than the hands, that means you've kept the shaft in a straight line for longer. Both balls up in the air, must have used the bounce. Okay, so I'm aware that's what's happening. There, I feel as though I finish here. I feel as though my club shaft stays vertical for longer. I'm able to play, that wasn't my best. Line myself up here. I'm able to play some little controllable shots. Where the back of the club interacts well with the ground because my structure through impact is really good. Now there's no need to be playing a Hollywood shot, some fancy shot that's uncontrollable, putting loads of loft on. I don't see the point in that. And yes, I'd like to keep the ball as low to the ground as possible, but sometimes it requires it. Here I have to carry it over halfway. Keep that shaft vertical. There, use the bounce, and the ball's under control. Same idea. I've got a million golf balls in my pocket. But same idea, there's no, because I've got this hill here to get up, I don't have to add loft on there. I'm going to use the bounce and I'm going to try and keep the shaft vertical to get that launch angle. Don't make it any harder than it has to be. There. Good body turn through, turn, turn. Brilliant. And you can see I feel as though I've finished with my club head slightly below my hand. I've taken a little divot, I've bruised the turf there, and it's good, it's sitting about 4 feet. That felt great. Loads of body turn, turn, turn. Same again, used the bounce, that's going in the hole, go in the hole, go in the hole. You don't believe me, do you? Not my worst. Bunker to go over, pretty scrappy lie. Whoa, very scrappy lie. Turn, 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 turn. There we go, that was better. Keeping the club head below the handle. That's how it felt anyway. Turn, turn. It's done pretty well. Another yellow ball. That's a range ball. How have I got a range ball in my pocket? Pro V1. That'll do. Turn, turn. Feeling that big U shape to the bottom of the arc. It's done alright. We'll go up there and have a look at the yellow balls, see what they're like. That was a much harder shot though. But pretty good, eh? So pretty decent results there on a really tough shot, but I did nothing. I didn't make it any harder than it actually is. I didn't make it any harder than it needs to be. I just used the natural loft on the golf club, kept the shaft vertical, controlled my low point. Pretty good. As I said before, if you want to add a little bit of loft onto that, you can. Same idea. Did the same thing, but just set the club slightly differently at address. I hope that was fun. I enjoyed making that video. I always enjoy short game stuff. Doesn't get as many views though. I want to hit a driver, I want to hit it far. I understand why they get more views. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.